Imagine waking up in a country where $1,000 is not just money for survival, but money for comfort, where what feels like a tight budget in New York or London can turn you into someone living a lifestyle that many back home would call luxurious. Picture a place where you can rent a beautiful apartment in the heart of the city, enjoy delicious meals every day without worrying about the bill, travel around easily, and still save money at the end of the month. This is not a fantasy. This is real. And today we are taking you to the country where $1,000 a month makes you rich. For most people in the United States or Europe, $1,000 barely covers rent, and in many cities it does not even cover half. In Los Angeles or London, that money could be gone in just a week of groceries, transport, and bills. But in some corners of the world, $1,000 stretches so far that it feels like you are living in a completely different reality. So let's dive in and discover how $1,000 can transform your life, how far it can really go, and why people from around the world are already packing their bags and moving to this place. Welcome to Vietnam, a country filled with rich history, breathtaking landscapes, and one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia. But more than that, Vietnam is one of the few countries where $1,000 a month can give you a lifestyle that feels like wealth compared to the West. Imagine renting a modern, fully furnished apartment in the center of Ho Chi Minh City, also known as Saigon, for just $300 a month. This apartment comes with air conditioning, internet, cable television, a kitchen, and even access to a swimming pool or gym in many cases. For the same price back in the United States, you would probably get a tiny bedroom in a shared house. Now let's look at food. Vietnam is famous for its street food culture, and it's not just cheap, it's delicious and healthy. A steaming hot bowl of pho, packed with fresh herbs, noodles, and tender beef or chicken, costs less than $2. A plate of rice with meat and vegetables, cooked fresh, can be bought for just $1.50. Even if you decide to eat out every single day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you would barely spend $300 a month. And this isn't just fast food, it's freshly made, tasty meals that many people consider some of the best in the world. Compare that to eating out in New York, where a single meal can easily cost $20 or more, and you start to see how far your money can stretch. Transportation is another place where you feel the difference. Most people in Vietnam get around using scooters, and the cost of fuel is incredibly low. You can fill up your scooter tank for just $4, and it will last you for weeks. Even if you don't want to ride yourself, you can use ride-hailing apps like Grab, which are similar to Uber, and a ride across town might cost only $1 or $2. This means you can get to work, meet friends, or explore the city without ever worrying about the cost of transport. In Western countries, just one taxi ride can cost more than your entire monthly transportation budget in Vietnam. But it's not just about cheap living. It's about the lifestyle that comes with it. In Vietnam, with $1,000 a month, you are not living like a poor person surviving on scraps. You are living comfortably, even luxuriously, by local standards. You can afford to go to coffee shops every day, enjoy fresh smoothies, spend evenings at rooftop bars with views of the city, or take weekend trips to stunning beaches like Da Nang, Nha Trang, or Phu Quoc. A short flight within the country can cost less than $50, opening the door to endless adventures. Healthcare is another area where $1,000 gives you a huge advantage. Vietnam has both local hospitals and international clinics, and while costs vary, they are much cheaper compared to Western countries. A checkup at a private clinic might cost $30. A dental cleaning is around $20. Even more serious treatments cost a fraction of what you would pay in the US, where medical bills can bankrupt people. Many foreigners even travel to Vietnam for medical tourism because the quality is good and the prices are affordable. Now let's talk about community. Vietnam has become one of the hottest destinations for digital nomads, freelancers, and retirees. Cities like Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City are filled with co-working spaces, international restaurants, and expat communities. You don't feel isolated, because there are thousands of people just like you. People who realized that $1,000 can give them freedom and adventure in Vietnam. They gather in cafes, share stories, collaborate on projects, and explore the culture together. It's a lifestyle that many people in expensive Western countries can only dream about. So what exactly does a monthly budget of $1,000 look like in Vietnam? Let's break it down. Rent, $300 for a modern apartment. Food, $300 if you eat out every single day. Transportation, $50 including rides, fuel, and maybe even the occasional flight. Entertainment, coffee shops, nightlife, and leisure activities, $200. Healthcare and insurance, $100. That still leaves you with $50 to save or spend on extra luxuries like massages, which, by the way, cost around $10 for a full hour at a spa. That's a total lifestyle for $1,000 a month. But what makes Vietnam so special is not just the low cost. It's the quality of life you get for that money. The country is bursting with energy. The streets are alive with the sounds of scooters, the smell of food cooking, and the laughter of people gathering. At the same time, Vietnam offers stunning natural beauty. From the limestone cliffs of Ha Long Bay to the rice terraces of Sapa, from the golden sand beaches to the mountains, there is no shortage of breathtaking sights. Living here feels like being part of something vibrant and alive. And then there's the people. Vietnamese people are known for their warmth, hospitality, and friendliness. As a foreigner, you will often find locals eager to help you, teach you about their culture, and welcome you into their communities. This cultural exchange adds richness to your experience and makes the country feel like home, even if you are thousands of miles away from where you were born. It's important to note that Vietnam is not without challenges. Language can be a barrier, traffic can feel chaotic, and the climate is hot and humid. But for many people, these are small trade-offs compared to the massive benefits of living well on a modest budget. And with more people speaking English, especially in the cities, life becomes easier for foreigners every year. The global shift is happening. More and more people are realizing that they don't need to be tied to an expensive city in their home country. With remote work on the rise, all you need is a laptop and an internet connection, and Vietnam has plenty of both. High-speed internet is cheap and widely available, making it easy to work from home or from one of the many stylish co-working spaces. For retirees, Vietnam is also becoming an attractive option. Instead of spending their retirement years struggling to pay bills back home, they can live comfortably, enjoy great food, warm weather, and a supportive community, all while stretching their pension or savings further than they ever imagined. Now let's add a bit of perspective. Imagine two different lives. In the US, $1,000 is gone before you even start. You pay rent, you pay bills, and you are left with nothing. In Vietnam, that same $1,000 gives you a spacious apartment, meals every day, transportation, entertainment, healthcare, and travel. Which life would you choose? This is why more Americans, Europeans, and even Australians are choosing Vietnam as their new home. It's not just about saving money, it's about living better. About having the freedom to enjoy life, to explore, to relax, and to escape the constant stress of high costs. It's about transforming $1,000 from a struggle into a ticket to freedom. So the next time you think about money and how far it goes, remember that it's not always about how much you have, but where you are. In some places, $1,000 barely buys you survival. But in Vietnam, it buys you a life many would call rich. A life filled with comfort, adventure, and possibility. The secret is out. The country where $1,000 a month makes you rich is waiting. And maybe, just maybe, it could be your next home.